I know that there are factions which are fiercely pro XRP and Ripple, and they say that that is the future because that's going to be incorporated into the evil rulers' plans. And then there were those who say that Bitcoin is the only thing.
They're all idiots.
Adjudicate on this matter.
Sure. How many banks use XRP? None. How many years has it been around? I think it's been around since 2013. So 9 years. 0 banks use it. They integrated with MoneyGram one time. XRP didn't go up. MoneyGram stock went up instead. Oops! You would have made more money having legacy stock instead of the XRP. Look, there's nothing wrong with XRP except the false marketing. Oh, and by the way, something I said in 2017, which is as true then as it is now, companies that make their own software and their own server hardware and their own server hosting facilities and their own everything, their own programming languages, they're not buying your bags. They know how to fork open source software. They do it all day, every day for a living. They're not buying your bags. Facebook did not buy your bags. They went and made their own currency. Now they stopped working on it because the government said, bad company, bad company. But they didn't buy your bags. They didn't buy your XRP. They didn't buy your Bitcoin. So this idea that, Amazon that forks software for a living, or Facebook, which forks software for a living, is going to buy your bags is very stupid. So XRP ain't going to be the backing currency for anything. Never.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo, and this is a FUD fighting video. Yeah, I have to do these ever so often, as I have done over the past few years. It is when there is great need to correct those who spread misinformation in this space, and that goes for all digital assets, not just XRP. And I often give the benefit of the doubt that people like Richard are just not keeping up. And I understand it is a very complex and fast-moving space. But I will promise you this, you're going to know a lot about XRP in its use case for cross-border remittances if you watch this in its entirety. And also, you will learn the facts that back up that information. So first, the Xrp Ledger Development, well, it began in 2011 by 3 Bitcoin developers to build a faster, greener, cheaper digital asset. And XRP is the native asset to that ledger. It has a wide variety of utility, but I think people are most familiar with the use of when it bridges 2 different currencies in cross-border remittances. That's called ODL, On-Demand Liquidity. And as of Q3 2020, you can see that ODL transactions are 25% of the total volume across the network. And we're talking about the Ripplenet network. All right, so I know what's going on in your mind. You're saying, yeah, okay, show me the banks. Okay, let's stick to the facts. We have the first one here, which is EuroXM Bank. And the reason why I chose this bank is because it has been for more than 3 years leveraging XRP. And it's unique because it's the trade finance sector for the letters of credit. And ODL is featured on their front page. My second example is SBI. SBI is Sumishin Bank. It's the #1 internet bank in Japan. Digital banks, by the way, are swallowing up legacy banks globally. It's jointly owned by Sumitomo Mitsui Trust Bank. That banking corporation is the 12th largest bank in the world by total assets. And the reason why I chose this as an example is because Sumitomo also used XRP in a trial to pay its holding company in Singapore. But since then, they have gone into full use for ODL from Japan to the Philippines, and that is quite a big deal when you talk about the level of Sumitomo Banking Corporation. All right, the third example. Well, this one should get your attention. This is Quentin Vidal, and he's a software engineer. He began his blockchain career back with Bitcoin maxi Jimmy Song. He then was a lead developer and product manager at eSend. He was the architect for eSend's blockchain-based payment service that led successful development of eSend's payment rail for third-party money transfers from US to Mexico by leveraging Ripplenet ODL for payment execution and settlement. This is settlement, so key. You use the digital asset to settle. This isn't just sending a message of what you wish to pay. This is settlement. And they did it on SPEI. SPEI is the Interbank Electronic Payment System. That is a payment system that was developed by Banco de Mexico and commercial banks to enable bank clients to send and receive money transfers in a matter of seconds. Banco de Mexico is the central bank of Mexico. And I think the fact that ODL was integrated into the payment system developed by the central bank is a pretty big deal. Now, let's just move on to that one comment, and I have another big bank to share with you. So we haven't finished the banks, but I just want to talk about the this business about forking. Yeah, the Xrp ledger is decentralized and open source, but Ripplenet is not. It is a proprietary software that is licensed as a solution. And so, no, you can't fork it. But Richard, I found your comment on forking software quite strange because your Plus chain is an Ethereum fork. So I just really didn't get that. And what is also done with this Ripplenet software, it's very interesting. Here we have with the Finastra, which is a banking partner of Ripple, through IBIS, which provide these banking software solutions. They have taken the proprietary software using Ripplenet and turned it into what's called Swiss Route Ripplenet Adapter. And through an API, banks on the SWIFT system connect to the Ripplenet network. And yes, that means they can opt in to using ODL, where those corridors are live and the regulations are in place. But sorry, no forks here. All right, I just want to also demonstrate the wide variety of financial institutions using ODL. Back from 2018, there were 1,400 credit unions. Now, someone says, oh, a credit union isn't a bank. Well, it is a bank. They are just a non-profit, so their model is slightly different. And these 1,400 credit unions are leveraging XRP, the digital asset, to transfer money across the borders instantly. That was the quote from Senior Vice President Brad Gainey at the time on behalf of his members. Now you're going to say 2018. Oh, Eddie, that was so long ago. We haven't heard anything. Well, I can bring you right here where they're talking about the credit union at their annual payments forum in October, the presentation by Eric Dotson of Catalyst Corporates. He is the payments guy. He's their EVP, and he said that P2P payments and cryptocurrency will both play roles in the rise of faster payments, according to Dotson. Yes, so I would say that these credit unions under the Catalyst Federal Credit Union umbrella are using cryptocurrency for their faster payments. All right, let's keep it going, right? This is important because the exchanges really play an important role in helping to facilitate ODL. And I want to play for you Ripple's Senior VP because he talks about this coming on live with Australia, which has already come on live, but this is when it was announced in 2019, and also where Thailand was also coming in 2020. So have a listen, and then we're going to talk about this exchange because it ties into a very, very big bank.
XRP in this example is a bridge currency. We're not trying to replace dollars or baht or yen or pesos. We're trying to make the movement of that fiat currency from country A to country B far more efficient than it is today. So you're right. The digital asset exchanges played a vital role in that equation by doing the conversion from fiat to crypto, and then because depending on the jurisdiction around the world, regulators have different views on how to use digital assets. For example, in an extreme, you look at China or India, and they're not friendly towards digital assets. Other markets have more sort of progressive stances. And so we've been cautious to launch in markets where we can ensure that our customers are comfortable that if there's regulatory clarity, they don't need to worry about anything. So we launched Mexico last year. We launched Philippines after that. Yesterday on stage, we announced that Australia was coming online. And there's a list of countries that are on the roadmap, Thailand being one for 2020. So,
okay, now who is that big on-demand liquidity exchange partner in Thailand? That would be BitCub. They are the largest crypto exchange in the kingdom. And when we take a look at which bank in Thailand is the largest Ripplenet member, that would be Siam Commercial Bank. It is also Thailand's oldest bank. Now, what do these two have anything to do with each other? Well, because it was just 2 months ago that the Siam Commercial Bank bought controlling stake in the digital asset exchange BitCub. Now, who's the ODL user that's making instant payments into Thailand? One of them is FlashFX. And the point here is that there are more than just banks using on-demand liquidity to move money across the globe. And also, we can see that as Osimo and the Siam Commercial Bank, they run on Ripple for instant payments into Thailand. You can see here that when you look at the Ripplenet connection with Siam Commercial Bank and Osimo, they can clear. Clear means settlement. They can clear pounds and euros into Thai baht in less than a minute. Ripplenet and ODL are allowing financial institutions to process global payments at unprecedented speed, changing the status quo by making new connections and expanding services like Osimo's partnership with Siam Commercial Bank. Ripple customers are able to deliver the best experience in cross-border payments today. I'm going to finish this with a video that was just produced by Ripple. It's a good summary. And if anybody tells you that XRP is not being used by banks, I think you're well equipped now to tell them they are not correct.
The Xrp Ledger, or XRPL, is a decentralized, permissionless, open source blockchain that anybody can contribute to, develop on, and transact on. Development of the ledger began in 2011 by 3 Bitcoin developers who understood the benefits of Bitcoin, but wanted something more efficient, scalable, and sustainable. So they built in some key benefits from the start. Fast confirmation in 3 to 5 seconds. Low transaction fees, typically under 1 cent. And a fairness advantage, which means that no single participant decides which transactions take priority. The ledger provides developers powerful utility and flexibility. You can code in Python, Java, and JavaScript, and it supports a variety of use cases like payments, tokenization and NFTs, DeFi, and more. The ledger uses its native digital asset, XRP, to enhance liquidity between currencies, including crypto, tokens, and other forms of value. Governance of the ledger is community-led, so any proposed changes or amendments to the protocol must be approved by validators. The XRP ledger has operated continuously since January 2013, and over 1.8 billion transactions have been completed as of 2021.